and then suck you out. Now we're at age gap. I'm sorry, what? Another word I don't know. Oh my god, it's an enemy to lovers. Yikes. Hello people. Happy vlogmas. Day 2? Is it day 2? Or episode 2? I don't know if I'm doing days or if I'm doing episodes. We will see. It would honestly be how I feel. I don't know. But hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Eilidh. And if you are not, then hello. It is good to see you again. We are going to be going through my Christmas TBR, which I was literally just sitting here now trying to figure out. I've even put on my Christmas jumper. It's not very Christmassy, but it's like got bears on it. So what more do you want from a girl? But I thought it would be fun to go through some of the Christmas books that I really want to read. You know, in these videos that are going to be going out for Vlogmas, but also just in general. So most of them are on Kindle Unlimited. I can never justify buying Christmas books. I don't know why, don't ask me. I don't know. I struggle buying Christmas books, so if they're on Kindle Unlimited, I will read them. But I did go into the works a couple of days ago and they had an amazing offer for you could buy 4 books for £7.50 and they had Christmas books. So I did go ahead and buy some that aren't on Kindle, except from one, I believe is, but I was just like, I don't know what books to get. So yeah, but let's just jump straight into this video and go through all the books that are on my Christmas TBR. Okay, we might as well just start off with the physical books that I have. So I got a range. I got some sort of range. So starting off with a murder mystery. I've got Murder at House Holly by Denzel Myrick. I don't know how to say the last name, but this was on Goodreads, like holiday festive recommendation list, and I was going to read it if it wasn't on Kindle. Luckily the works had it, but this is set in December 1952 and there has been a dead stranger found lodged up a chimney of Holly House. Fun! So we are following this detective, this inspector called Frank Ratsby, and this so-called dead person is either a simple thief or would-be killer. We don't know, but has he been murdered or was he just only stuck in the chimney? And then a local doctor's husband is murdered. So 2 murders. There's been 2 murders and Grapsby begins to realise that everyone in this town, in this village, is hiding something. And if he can't uncover the truth soon, the whole country will pay a dreadful price. Obviously all around Christmas time. So yeah, it says, in a village of lies, death comes with the snow. I just think this is going to be so fun. I've been really into my like thriller mystery type thing, so the fact that I've got Christmas one, also I need a palette cleanser. I can't be reading Christmas romances the whole freaking month. I will cry. So pick this one up. But speaking of Christmas romances, I did get a few Christmas romances. This is The Christmas Fix by Lucy Score. I wanted to read this last year, didn't get around to doing that. So as soon as I found it in the works, I was like, yeah, this one is on Kindle Unlimited. So if you do want to read it and you got Kindle, go check it out. But we are following Cat King. She's trying to survive, or wait, let me read this book. This top bit. It says, there's only one thing standing in the way of Cat King saving the small town's Christmas festival. Grumpy town manager Noah Yates. I think that's how Yates? Why can't his last name just be Smith? Why can't it be Smith or Santa? It's a Christmas book. Why don't the names have to be so hard for me to say? But it is a single dad romance, which is fun. That's fun. And he's grumpy. It's a grumpy single dad. What more do you want? Christmas Fix. It then says at the bottom, can these enemies work together to pull off a Christmas miracle, or will their fighting leave them both on the naughty list? It's a short book. It seems like the nice amount for a Christmas romance. This is the size I want all of my romances though. Like, I like this. And the fact that I can read it on Kindle as well if I don't want to read physical is also great. So Lucy Score, Christmas Fix. The next one I got up is by Dilly Court, which is called The Christmas Card. Now, Dilly Court was one of the first romance authors I read. I think I read one romance book, which was a period romance book. It was called Redeeming Love. And then after it, I think I then read another Dilly Court book, which was another Christmas book that my sister got given, and she gave to me then to read at Christmas as well. And I loved it. I loved the writing, I loved the story, I loved the characters, I had so much fun. It's another period romance drama, where this one we are following Alice. And it says at the top, she turned the picture of Christmas card over with her frozen hands, a pretty picture of a family gathering at Yuletide? Another word I don't know. Carry on. How different from her own life. Stiff with cold on the icy cobbles, aching for shelter. So we are following Alice, whose father has recently passed, and leaving her and her mother only with his debts. Not fun. She's then forced to rely on the charity of cruel Aunt Jane, who basically wants nothing to do with her, tries to put Alice into a monstrous marriage. She refuses, then finding herself in another house in sole charge of untamable and spoilt young miss of the house. And Alice's only ally is handsome Uncle Rory, who discovers that Alice has talents beyond those of a mere servant. But when someone sets out to destroy her reputation, Alice can only pray for a little of that Christmas spirit to save her from ruin. Drama. Such drama. I love it. I do remember, I can't remember the book. If I can find the other Dilly Court book that I read, I loved, I will put it on the screen somewhere, but I remember that one being full of drama, full of like yearning, and I was like, ah! I was giggling. Something also happened in that previous book and I was like, so I'm actually really excited to go through this one because I think Dilly Court is one of my favourite Christmas authors. So this will be good. The next one I then got is a Jingle Bell Mingle by Julie Murphy and Sierra Simone. Is it Sierra or Sienna? Don't know. This also, Sierra Sienna Simone. I'm pretty sure wrote Priest, and I really like that. So the fact that she's written a Christmas romance as well with Julie Murphy, I saw this and I was also like, yes. I did want to read this because this is another book that is on the Goodreads recommended holiday page, but it's not on Kindle. So I was like, bummed. We're in the works. Picked it up, loved it. Great. So we are following, and this is why I wanted to read it. Just listen. Sunny Palmer has returned to Christmas Notch in search of some festive inspiration for her screenplay. Wait for it. Isaac Kelly, former boy band heartthrob and the saddest boy in the music biz, is the latest owner of the town's historic mansion. What better place to attempt his first holiday album than a snow-covered mansion where he has become a hermit in peace? Need I say more? Boy band, former boy band, music person, screenplay person, together. I haven't read a, like, he was in a boy band romance in like forever, and I love them. They're my favorite. They're also my favorite types of movies, like when she's like a normal girl and then he's like in a boy band. I'm sorry. What? Love it. I actually haven't read the rest of the back. I literally read former boy band, saddest boy in the music biz. I was like, put it in my basket. You're coming home with me type thing. Love, so cute. But these are all the physical, I'm chucking them everywhere. These are all the physical Christmas books that I have. Do I think I'm gonna buy more? Maybe, possibly. I don't know. I don't know. But I really want to read all of these. I haven't picked one up yet, and I'm just like, let me read you type thing. Literally voice crack and all. Yeah. But I have like another 10 more on Kindle. So let me get up my list and let's quickly go through them all and also discover what they are. Because did I judge most of these books by their covers? Yes, I did. But also the Goodreads recommendation page as well, but mostly by their covers. So we can read the back together and see what they're actually about. Sounds good? Great, let's go. I also hate that the sun is going down already. I'm not prepared. The first one I have got on here is One Snowy Day by Shari Lowe. I don't know why I attempt to say all of these authors' names. I botch them every single time. But this is one that just came actually up on my Kindle recommended, and it says #1 bestseller, which already hit. We are following Georgie Duran, and she has a chance to swap her empty nest for the job of a lifetime in Los Angeles. Can she chase her dreams if it means letting down the woman who has given her the world? Wow, one way to start. And then Jessie McLean should be counting down the hours until she jets off and her retirement years in the sun. Oh, but when a devastating betrayal resurfaces, she has to choose between a fresh start and staying behind to settle old scores. Oh, we're following different people. We're following 4 different lives. Oh, this is cool. I haven't read anything like this before. Alyssa Canavan has spent years building that business she adores. Now a legal letter has threatened her home and livelihood. But how does she fight a family that doesn't give a damn? Lachlan Morden is forced to return to Scotland. First off, Scotland, freaking love. To face the people who almost destroyed him. Will coming home reopen old wounds, or will a memory from the past lead him to the perfect revenge? One December morning, 4 lives, but who will have a bright new future when the snow is gone? That sounds so freaking cool. I mean, that's so different. It's only just over 300 pages. I'm actually really excited for that. I think that'll be a fun one. Like, not too romancy in your face. Like, usually Christmas romance books are really fast paced. Like, this one might be cool. I don't know if it is a romance, like there hasn't been any hints. It might just be like a Christmas drama type thing, but love that. Okay, so there's that one. The next one I have is Holiday Ever After by Hannah Grace. I didn't know Hannah Grace had a Christmas book. I got so excited when I saw this. I didn't even read the back. I literally just put it on straight away. It's already downloaded on my phone. Like, crazy. Anyway, this is a romance. You've got 2 people kissing on like the cover, but it's a small town romance. That's so good. Okay, right, I'm being serious. So Clara Davenport wants to solve Ferris Falls' biggest problem. According to Jack Kelly, Clara is Freyster, I don't know how to say that. Falls' biggest problem. Oh my god, it's an enemies to lovers. I'm gonna die. Okay, all Clara Davenport has ever wanted to do is climb the ladder at Davenport Innovation Creative. Why did I want to say creativity? I wanted to add, never mind. Everything was going to plan until the company was accused of stealing a doll design from an independent toy maker. With a promotion dangling in front of her, Clara is tasked with charming the locals of a small town of Freyster Falls and solving the PR nightmare by any means necessary. I freaking love this idea. Oh my days. This is gonna be so cute. Please say that Jack Kelly is the toy maker. I bet you he's the toy maker. Bet you. Jack Kelly would happily never hear the name Davenport ever again, so when Clara, with her long legs and dazzling smile, prances into town hoping to convince them that her company is not the enemy, Jack is determined not to be fooled by Davenport twice. Clara's plan to win over the community should have been easy, but she didn't account for Jack getting in her way and under her skin at every turn. When the tension between them starts to boil over, she realizes that beneath his frosty demeanor lies the key to the town's heart and maybe her own. There's a 1-bed trope! I'm obsessed. The tropes are enemies to lovers, 1 bed, opposites attract, false proximity, small town boy, ex-city girl, small town, grumpy ex-sunshine, and found family. This is going to be so good. I actually am going to die. It's only 381 pages. That's the perfect length. This is just getting better and better as I go through all of these books. Anyway, that's another one. We've also then got He Sees You When You're Sleeping. Now this one, again, this is one that I was recommended on my Kindle, and then I saw it then on the Goodreads and I was like, yes. It's part of the series Naughty or Nice. If I like this one, I might then read the next one, but I have a feeling it's a Christmas dark romance. I'm gonna die. Okay, sorry, I'm in the best mood now. Carrying on. Why choose between naughty or nice in this steamy, suspenseful, Christmas-themed stalker romance that's perfect for dark romance readers seeking a spicy, festive read? I'm gonna have so much fun with this list of books. Everything I want to read. Ugh, this is so good. Okay, right, focusing. This is also by Walter Hensley, but it says, it's the night before Christmas and I'm alone in the house. Popular jewelry influencer Chloe Horman is steeling herself to spend another holiday on her own. Instead, she finds herself drawn to two different guys. Chloe, girl, calm down. Okay, a smouldering hot fan of her secret seductive online persona and a sexy fireman named Jack who looks out for her in their NYC neighborhood. I'm sorry, what? Okay, carry on reading. She has no idea that I know her better than she knows herself. Her deepest secrets, her darkest desires. She's careful, but I've been watching, never leaving footprints in the snow outside her home. Jack was the first responder to the accident that stole a beautiful young woman's family 2 Christmases ago, and he's been quietly guarding her ever since. When Jack uncovers Chloe's secret account, his obsession only grows. Both he and Chloe are drawn to the darkness that mirrors their own. She's my Christmas wish come true, and I'm hers. She just doesn't know it yet. Will Chloe's Christmas be a tale of fiery passion, or a dangerous game with a man whose love knows no bounds? I'm so excited. I'm sorry. I'm so excited. Again, this is 336 pages. A perfect amount. I'm just internally screaming. Can you tell? Anyway, yeah. The next one I have is Good Spirit, which is by... oh, actually, it's here. B.K. Morrison. This cover is so cute. Again, this is one that I found on Goodreads, and I first saw it, I was like, you're so cute. Anyway, it says, Nolan Callahan intends to spend his holiday season exactly like every other, haunting the terrible people of Annapolis in his aimless existence as the ghost of Christmas past. Harriet York is a good person, or at least she tries to be. People pleaser to her core. She always does what's expected of her. So when Nolan is assigned the sweets then candy canes antique store owner for his holiday haunting, neither of them have any idea why. To escape one another, Harriet and Nolan must unravel the threads that bind them together, all by Christmas Eve. Hand in hand, they uncover each other's past, but why is it that Nolan doesn't want to let her go? And might Harriet be the key to giving the ghost of Christmas past a future? I'm gonna cry. I didn't know it was some sort of fantasy. That's so cute. Okay, I'm getting far too excited. Right, the next one I have is actually a short story. It's called The Gift by Frida McFadden. And Frida McFadden is somebody that I'm slowly like getting into her books. She writes more like suspense thrillers type stories. I've read a few of hers, but this is one that's like only 50 pages long. It's a short Christmas story, and I thought this might be a nice like palette cleanser if I need it from all of the romance I'm reading. But it says, it's Christmas Eve and Stella Hansen is broke. She's so broke that despite working 2 jobs, she can't even afford a present for her husband on their first Christmas as man and wife. And then a mysterious storekeeper at a pawn shop offers Stella an intriguing trade. Stella wants more than anything to buy her husband the Christmas gift of his dreams, but will it come at a terrible price? It's literally, I don't know what can happen in like 50 pages. 52 pages, like what's gonna happen in 52 pages? Honestly, I think it's gonna dive right in there, into the deep end, take you on a journey, and then suck you out, and then I'll be done. I'm excited. Okay, the next one I then have is Merry Christmas You Filthy Animal by Megan Quinn. I read one of Megan Quinn's Christmas books last year. I can't remember what it's called, but this one is the second book in that series. Oh, the first one is called How My Neighbor Stole Christmas, something like that. But yeah, this one is okay. It says at the top, the perfect festive romance involving a very creative misuse of popcorn garland, a grand Christmas romance gesture, and getting snowed in with only one bed. I think it's just gonna be another like cheese. I really like the last one. It was a cheesy Christmas romance, enemies to lovers. I think this is gonna be the same. I'm freaking gonna love it. The tropes are small town banter, rivals to lovers, false proximity, he falls first, one bed, and a whole lot of spice. I don't know if I even want to read the blurb and I just want to go blind into this one because I really enjoyed the last one and I think that would be fun. So I'm gonna leave Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. I love Home Alone, so the fact that this is the title of the book is great. But I'm gonna leave this one with the tropes. I want to dive into this one blind, I think, because I really like the first one in this series. So yeah. Okay, we're almost there. The next one I have is We Three Kings by Kristen Bailey. I just like the title. I was like, this is gonna be fun. This is fun. It says Maggie Field was looking forward to a solo Christmas in her cozy London flat. Love that it's set in London. Okay. Before her three workmates decide to liven things up for her. Okay, right. I knew this was gonna be some fun. Okay, let me just carry on reading on. It says, Maggie loves her job as the head of IT at a financial firm. First off, smart business girl, great, love that. And her three geeky but adorable work buddies, that is so cute. Okay, and when they invite her to stay with each of them for the holidays, she can't resist the chance to get to know them better. I don't want to read on. I want to go in blind again with this one. I don't want to read on anymore. This is going to be fun. This is going to be so good. It says, hilarious and heartfelt celebration of friendship, workplace, romance, and finding where you belong. That's so cute. I love that. Yeah, I think I'm going to go in blind with this one as well. Yeah, it's going to be cute. Okay, We Three Kings. That's so cute. The next one I have, okay, this one was like, let me see. It says 12 Ways to Kill Your Family at Christmas. I don't know about this one. This is the one that I was like, I'll put it on. I don't know if I'll read it. It's by Natasha Batch? I don't know. But it's another, is it a murder mystery? It must be. Like some sort of thriller or like a suspense thriller. But it says, all Olivia wanted was one last miserable Christmas with her husband's awful family before moving to Australia. Nice. She didn't expect a murder. Oh, yeah, murder mystery. Love a murder mystery. Okay, so I might read this. Might be another good palate cleanser type one. We'll see. Let's carry on. Now the snow has cut them off and she's stuck in a stately country house with her increasingly deranged relatives and the rising suspicion that someone is picking them off one by one. I do like this. I like this. Okay. I didn't read this before. I just put it on. I was like, maybe. Again, another one that was on Goodreads. Another one that was on Kindle Unlimited. We'll see. Now I'm liking it. Okay, carry on reading. As the bodies pile up and the festive visage starts to crack, Olivia must survive the season, or at the very least, get through lunch without anyone else choking on a sprout. That's hilarious. Okay. Sharp, smart, and deliciously twisted. This is a Christmas with all the trimmings, cold cuts, warm lies, and at least one suspicious pudding. This actually sounds really fun. This sounds good. It says perfect for the fans of The White Lotus and like Knives Out, and I love Knives Out. Knives Out was a great film. Is it a book? I don't know. Okay, but I love that film. I love the concept. This kind of now seems a little bit similar to it, which I like. Okay. Carrying on, we then have Mistletoe Meet Cute. Now this is another short story, I believe, by Bella Matthews. It is only 194 pages, so under 200. Great book. Great book if you want to like catch up on your reading goals, which is definitely me. That's why I've picked ones that aren't too long, that I can literally just binge and get through, done and dusted. But this one is about falling for a brother's teammate. Okay, my brother's best friend. I haven't picked a brother's best friend, so this is great that it's a brother's best friend. I'm making it up that it's a brother's best friend. It says brother's teammate. I'm assuming it's brother's best friend. You know, you would go that way. I'm going with that. Okay. Wasn't on my Christmas list. Neither was working for him, but here I am nannying for Camden Monroe, Philly's star quarterback, single dad, and the grumpiest Grinch to ever fill out a pair of grey sweats. Okay. Hold your horses. This is going to be another good one. You can just tell. If this is not good, I'm going to be upset. Because it's a sports romance, single dad, and grumpiest Grinch was described. With grey sweats. Let's carry on reading. He should be the last man I want under my mistletoe. He's too old. Okay, now we're at age gap. Too cocky and too damn tempting. But one snowy night, one reckless touch, and one forgettable kiss had me rethinking everything I thought I wanted. Suddenly the holidays aren't about twinkling lights and tinsel. They're about stolen moments, secret touches, and a kind of Christmas chaos that feels way too good to resist. Maybe the last gift don't come wrapped in pretty bows. Maybe they come with dirty grins, filthy mouths, and the power to make me forget every single reason why Camden doesn't belong at the top of my wish list. This just seems like a great, guilty pleasure Christmas book, which is under 200 pages. Need I say more? This sounds great. Okay. That's Mistletoe Meet Cute. And then the last book that I actually have on my list is The Bear's Christmas Wish. This is another one that I saw the cover of and thought, yes. It's a fantasy romance as well. It's by Harmony Reigns and it says a cozy small town fated mates romance set in Bear Creek. This is so cute. Okay, right. Calm down. Let's just read. It says, Christmas has always been Michael North's favourite season. Fresh snow, twinkling lights, and the scent of pine through the valley. But this year, the tree farmer and bear shifter makes a wish on the first falling star of December to find the one thing missing from his life, a mate to share it all with. He's a bear shifter. That's so freaking cute. Okay. When single mom. Oh, finally have a single mom. I've got 2 books with single dads and now I've got one with a single mum. Love, variety, we need it. Okay, it says, single mum Sarah Carter turns up at North Peaks Pines searching for the perfect Christmas tree. Michael knows the universe has just answered his wish. She's everything he ever wanted, kind, strong, and utterly captivating. But Sarah isn't looking for forever, not again. Her focus is on her daughter Emmy and building a new life after heartbreak. For Sarah, Bear Creek was supposed to be a fresh start, not the place she loses her heart again. After years of broken promises, trusting someone new feels impossible. Yet when Michael's quiet strength and gentle warmth begin to thaw the wall she's built, Sarah starts to wonder if love, real lasting love, might still be waiting for her beneath the falling snow. And when she discovers Michael's biggest secret, and he's a bear shifter bound to her by fate, she must decide if she's ready to believe in Christmas magic again. Because sometimes the greatest gifts aren't found under the tree, but waiting in the arms of a man who was wishing for you all along. That sounds so freaking cute. I'm going to die. It says it's fated mates and protective bear shifter, single mum and found family romance, small town charm and cozy Christmas vibes, slow burn chemistry with long angst and warming. Come home to Bear Creek where Christmas wishes come true. It's so cute. I do love the cover of this as well. I think that's adorable. But those are all the books that I have on my Christmas TBR. I'm so excited for every single one of them. I think I've come up with such a great list. I think there's 14 books altogether. I probably will end up reading more because most of them are quite short. They're not too long, especially since I'm so used to reading such thick books. I'm gonna love this. I'm so excited to start reading my Christmas TBR, it just seems like so much fun. I might have already started reading it, you might have seen it in my previous video, but there is lots of exciting books to come, hopefully more that haven't been on my list that I will discover. If you've got any recommendations for a Christmas book, please leave a comment down below, let me know. I am so looking forward to reading loads. But yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next vlogmas video. Mwah. Peace. Goodbye.